I'm super pumped for this card on Saturday. Super pumped. Now, I know there's some negativity that it's pay-per-view and that Kell Brook has pulled out, and I think I heard today that Sam Egginton's pulled out and that Dave Allen's been added onto the card as a card filler. I really don't give a shit about that because I'm not caring about those fights. The only fights I care about on that card are Parker White and Tresor Takam, and that's enough for me. That is enough for me. My expectations about any fight card, whether it be pay-per-view or free, it's just the two main events. Anything other than that, that's a good fight. It's just an extra for me because, I mean, I've been watching boxing long enough to know we don't get filled cards anymore. It just doesn't happen. Happens in mixed martial arts, but it never happens in boxing. Anyway, so we're 5 days away from what I think will be a fucking excellent fight. I really do. Dillian Whyte has been begging for an opportunity. He really has been begging for a real opportunity. And he's got one. Not only has he got a real fighter in front of him, and I don't mean to be disrespectful to Lucas Brown and Helenius, but they were fucking awful. Not only has he got a real fighter in front of him, he's at home. He's probably going to earn his first ever 7-figure paycheck, which is incredible, especially when you think of where he's come from. He's come from a kickboxing background, and it could have been over for him after the AJ knockout. You look at who else AJ's knocked out, and they haven't really done great stuff after. So for him to build himself back up is phenomenal. It's on pay-per-view, and he's got Joseph Parker in front of him. And what having Joseph Parker in front of you does is it makes it real in my eyes. It makes it real. I don't jump on bandwagons too easily. So when he beat Lucas Brown, I wasn't like, oh my God, he's top 4 or 5 in the world. No, because I'm realistic. He beat Lucas Brown. He beat a guy that's been out of the ring for a couple of years and who looked like shit. I won't ever say that about Joseph Parker. Joseph Parker is a real, legit, top 5 heavyweight for me. So he's got someone in front of him that if he does win, and it's a big if, then Dillian Whyte is legit. Like, he really is legit. I think the top 2 are so far in front of everyone else that you almost forget how close the other fighters are to them. Joseph Parker, Dillian Whyte, Povetkin, Pulev, Luis Ortiz are all kind of juggling for that number 3 spot. And if Dillian Whyte does beat Parker, you can make an argument to say he's number 3 in the world. I mean, you can. You can. I mean, people like myself will still make a good argument for Povetkin or Luis Ortiz, but you can make an argument for number 5, I think, fighting number 6, jump into number 3. You can. I've watched loads of stuff on these two so far. So the last couple of weeks I've been sort of really stalking their Instagrams, especially Dillian Whyte's. I haven't really done anything with Joseph Parker, but Dillian Whyte's Instagram, little clips on YouTube. I've just watched The Gloves Are Off. And what Dillian Whyte lacks in boxing ability, he clearly makes up for it in one of the strongest mental games and just sheer dogged determination. This might be a very bad comparison, but he reminds me a bit of Nigel Benn. Growing up, I loved Nigel Benn, but I never thought Nigel Benn was the best boxer. I mean, you ask anyone in and around that time, Michael Watson was clearly the best boxer out of all of them, including Chris Eubank. But Nigel Benn made up for it because he was just so much more mentally stronger and determined, I think, than all of them. And that's what I see with Dillian Whyte. Is that enough to be a good boxer in Joseph Parker? I don't think so. But you know that Joseph Parker is going to have to fight the best fight of his life, I think, to beat Dillian Whyte. Because Dillian Whyte will literally go out on his shield. He's that kind of boxer. And that's what I'm getting from all the clips I've seen in the last sort of 2 weeks. So it'll be very interesting to see the public workout on Wednesday. That's in Stratford near me. And there's a final press conference for media only on Thursday, and then obviously the weigh-in on Friday. But look, it's a great opportunity for both of them. Whoever wins this, I mean, look, there's a great opportunity for a world title shot. I mean, no one knows what the fuck is going on with AJ and Wilder, and I'm tired of talking about it, but the fact remains, whoever wins this, I wouldn't mind seeing AJ White. If White wins, I wouldn't mind seeing Parker Wilder. If, you know what I mean? I wouldn't mind seeing a different mix, put it that way. And I think it would be good for the heavyweight division. But having watched everything this week, I think Parker wins. I really do. I think Parker is the better boxer. I think Parker is fast. I really do think he's fast. Watching the Joshua fight, I kind of thought that. And I don't think he has the fear he had about Joshua's power. I don't think he kind of holds that same fear of Dillian White's power. I really don't. So I think he will actually start trading and getting stuck in. Kind of like what we saw him do against Carlos Takam. If you go and watch that fight, he got stuck in with Carlos Takam. And I think he might do the same thing with Dillian White. And then I think he actually could catch White. I really do. I think White has power himself. I don't think it's tremendous power. I think he has power. But I just think sometimes the better boxing ability shines through. I think we saw that with Usyk Gassiev. Look, Parker's not Usyk. But I think the better boxer in these kind of fights tends to win. And that's why I'm going for a Parker win. But again, super excited and I can't wait.